Okay, so where do I even start? I actually forgot how to do this, so I don't even know how to begin. Hello everyone, and welcome on back to my channel. Yes, I am back and so happy to be back recording videos. I did take a little impromptu pause from the channel. It was not intentional, of course, it just happened. But we are finally into the month of September, and I am here to do my first cash envelope stuffing for the month. Regarding my little pause, I did want to take the time and thank the people who were concerned about me not uploading and not really being active on Instagram. If you didn't know, I do live in New Jersey, and over the last week we did recently get hit with a storm, and some people did reach out to me concerned that my pause was possibly because I was injured from the storm or got affected by the storm in some way. I am happy to report and thankful that no, I was not affected, and neither was anyone in my family, but my thoughts and prayers are of course going out to the people who were. But again, thank you for your concerns, but no, it was not because of the storm. Honestly, if you already watch the channel, you know that I am a person who tends to just take on a lot of things, and when I get overwhelmed and hit the point where I'm just handling too much, it's best for me to take a pause. So right now within my regular job, during the holiday season, it is the most, I guess, stressful and workful time. So last week I just had a little too much going on, so I was not able to handle everything that was being thrown at me. So I thought it would be best for me to pause on YouTube and really focus on my main job. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I did let it be known that I am finalized within my apartment. So I'm also going through the process of packing up my apartment and moving. And if you have moved before, you already know how stressful that experience is on its own. So I've been having to deal with that, dealing with the packing, calling everyone to transfer my internet, my cable, all that. And you know, it just takes a toll on you, and it takes a lot. And then to add more to that, I am still active within my Etsy shop. As always, I am thankful for all of the orders and everything that is being placed within there and all the support that I am getting from there. But as you know, it takes time to create those orders. So with me just explaining that, it sounds like I had a lot to do. So those are the daily things that I had to go through last week, and for my sake, I just decided, let me just take a little pause and I'll come back once I'm fully refreshed. But what I'm always thankful for is that you guys tell me that you will be here when I come back, and you guys understand. So I'm very happy to be back and happy to get started with some cash envelope stuffing. So with that long introduction out of the way, if this does happen to be your first time here on the channel, here I deal with all things budgeting. Mainly, I am learning how to budget with the help of the cash envelope system, and I am trying to eliminate my debt with the help of the debt snowball method. I am 24 years old, and I really just wanted to gain control of my finances, and I decided to document that process here on YouTube, so hopefully I can help someone else. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, then please go ahead, hit that subscribe button and join the family, and make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you are always notified whenever I upload a new video. But let's just go ahead and get started with my cash stuffing for the month of September. What we are going to be doing today, since I am a few weeks behind, we are going to cash stuff my full-time paycheck that I received here on September 10th. And I'm also behind for 2 weeks on my side income. So we're gonna cash stuff all of that today because I need the money so that I can get my finances back in order. So let's just go ahead and get started with budgeting out my paycheck. All right, everyone, so here we are with my paycheck breakdown. This is what I use to budget out all of my full-time paychecks on my budget sheets. If you do not know, all of the budget sheets that I create on my channel, I do make them myself, and they are available within my Etsy shop. And I did go ahead and update the Etsy shop with the next 3 months of my budget kits. So I now have October, November, and December available if you would like to print out those budget sheets and get ahead with your budgeting. But if you are ever interested, the link for my Etsy shop is always left down in the description. So getting into my paycheck number 1, the first thing that I like to deal with are my expenses. So over here are the things that I do not take cash out for. I just keep them within my checking account because they're either on auto pay or it's just easier for me to just pay it online. So the first expense that I have is for my rent. Now this is going to be rent for October 1st. And I'm still a little confused because, as I said, I am moving. So my lease is technically up at the end of October, but I'm moving to my new place within October. So I'm gonna set money aside as if I'm still paying for the apartment that I am currently in now, because I think in my mind that makes sense. I think that's the rent that I'm gonna have to pay. So that's what I'm gonna put here. So I'm gonna put aside the $635 for the first half, but I might end up increasing it with my next paycheck because my apartment already told me that I have to pay fees for moving out, which I think is ridiculous. So I intend on the transition month when I'm going to my next apartment to be a little bit more expensive. So I should put money aside just in case. So after putting aside money for the first half of my rent, I move on to my gas. This is gas for my car, and I keep it on my debit card because I go to Costco, and it's just easier to keep it on my debit card because that's all that Costco takes. And I have finally accepted that $30 for my gas for 2 weeks is just not going to work anymore. Gas prices are just continuously rising, and I decided to just, get on board. So I increased my gas to $40 for 2 weeks, and that's gonna have to work. So I'm just gonna keep myself in my house, but I do anticipate using a little bit more gas than usual because I am picking up furniture and all that stuff for my new place. So I might be using more gas than I normally do. But that's what we're gonna go with so far. So if we add these two expenses together, that gives me a total of $675. So now we can move on over to the cash portion. So these are, of course, everything that I take out in cash. So for my car insurance for the first half, this will be due on September 25th. And I'm going to put aside $100 for the first half of that payment. And then after that, I have my Great Lakes. Great Lakes is for my student loans. And the first half that I like to always put aside is the minimum payment, which is $263. Then after that, we have everything that goes within my wallet. So spending is going to get $40 for the next 2 weeks. Groceries will receive $100. But honestly, guys, I might have to increase my groceries as well because I've been seeing that I don't have enough money for my groceries. And this week was really apparent to me because I have nothing left over for groceries. And that's never happened before. So I may have to increase this one as well. After that, I have toiletries. Toiletries is going to be getting $45. And then clothing is going to get $10. And eating out will receive $20. So if we add up everything within this cash column, that comes to $578. Over here, I do have a section for my sinking funds, but if you know the channel, you already know I fund my sinking funds with my side income, which we will get into later. But for my full-time paycheck, I keep this empty because I want to throw as much as I can towards my debt. So speaking of my debt, for an extra debt payment, we already know it is going to be Great Lakes for my student loans. We are still trying to work that down, and that is my last debt if you are unaware. So I'm really trying to bring down my student loans before we have to start paying on them again with interest. So from this paycheck, I'm putting aside $263 for Great Lakes, which is ironic because it's the same that I'm putting up here. But anyway, that will be for my debt snowball. As for my savings, we're going to leave this blank. I put my money towards my savings from my side income. And then I have a rollover, which I like to consider as a buffer. So I'm going to add $5 as I normally do. And then down here we have the total to withdraw, meaning how much I'm going to take out of the bank. So I have the $578 plus the $263. So that will give me a total of $841 that I will be taking out of the bank today. All right, so as I said, I am also going to be cash stuffing my side income for the past 2 weeks, but I did take out the money from my side income just so that I wouldn't spend it and I wouldn't confuse myself. So I do have the money for that already. When I go to the bank, I'm only going to be taking out the money from my full-time paycheck. But I did already go ahead and do a breakdown for my side income so that we know what I intend to do with this money. So this was for the week of August 30th and September 6th. So both weeks combined. And for my Etsy, I do already take out cash to put aside for the business, and I take out the money that I put aside for taxes. So this $360 is what I consider my take-home pay after everything has been eliminated. And for the past 2 weeks, I had a total of $360 that I was able to earn from my Etsy shop. So with that, I decided to put $20 towards annual pay. I put $40 towards car maintenance, $40 towards Christmas, $20 towards gifts, $10 towards medical, $40 towards vacation. And then for my savings, I have a yearly goal that I'm trying to save $3,000 by the end of this year. And each month I have a goal that I'm trying to save to get to that goal. So for this month of September, I'm trying to put aside $240. So I am going to put $100 away for my savings so far within the month. And then after all of that, what I had left was $90, and I put that directly towards my debt snowball. So that is the breakdown that I did for my side income. And as I said, I already have the cash for this, but I am going to head to the bank to get the cash for my full-time paycheck. And then once I come back, we will stuff all of these things and hopefully everything will equal out. So now I'm on my way to head to the bank. All right, everyone. So I have returned from the bank. This is the cash that I had for my side income that's already been sitting here. And then this is the cash that I just took out from the bank. So if we go ahead and open this up, here's the cash from my full-time pay, and this was the bank slip that I gave to the teller just so that she knew how I wanted to break everything down. So we will set that to the side, and then we will also take out this money and add it to our mix. So what I'm going to do is set up our layout, and then I'll bring you guys back once I am done and ready. All right, so we are all set up and ready. Up at the top is where I keep all of my cash. Within this binder is where I hold my sinking funds, my savings, and my debt snowball. Here are the cash envelopes that I hold for my split bills. And then these are the cash dividers that I keep within my wallet. So we will set these two to the side and get started with my cash envelopes. So the first one up we have is for Great Lakes. Great Lakes we said was getting $263. So we'll do 100, a 50, a 10, and 3 ones. And this will be set aside as my first payment towards my student loans. So 100, 200, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63. Now we'll go ahead and add that within Great Lakes. All right, so after that we have car insurance. Car insurance is going to get $100. So I will just do a $100 bill and put that right within the envelope. So there we go. These are my split bills and they are set, and I will put them to the side. After that, we can get into my cash dividers. So again, if you don't know, when it comes to my cash dividers, I am participating in the dollar challenge. So any dollars that I come across within these categories, I do set them to the side and add them within my jar. So the first one up that we have is for spending. Spending, we said, was getting $40. So I do it as a 20, a 10, and 2 5s just to mix it up a little bit. And that gives me 20, 30, 35, 40. And I do not have any singles left, and I like to roll over everything within these categories. So now as a total within my spending, I have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So $50 within my spending for the next 2 weeks. Up next, I have groceries, which I told you is empty. I do have $1 left, and this will be going to the side for my dollar challenge. And then we are going to add $100, and I like to do that all within 20s. So 5 20s will give me 100. So 20, 40, 60, 80, $100. So I will put that over here, and hopefully I will do okay. I did recently post on my Instagram pictures of my last grocery shop that I did, and I showed you guys like a grand haul picture of what I bought. And within the comments, somebody asked me if I use coupons. You know, I try to use coupons, but I know I can do better. But I try to get what's on sale, and I think if I, learn how to use my coupons better, I will be better with my spending for groceries, because I really do not want to increase it. So if you have any tips for, a newbie like me that can learn how to ease her foot into the coupon world, go ahead and leave that down in the comments, and I would love to read about that. So after that, we have my toiletries. Toiletries is going to be getting $45, and I will do 2 20s and a 5. So that will be 20, 40, 45. And let's see if we have any singles, which we do. So I will set that to the side. And now as a total within toiletries, I have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55. So $55 within toiletries, that's good. If anything, I just gotta buy like a couple of cleaning products, but that should still be good enough. Up next, I have my clothing category, which I actually started to use. We are approaching my favorite season, which is fall. And if you know me, I am the queen of cardigans and like thick sweaters. Like that is just my go-to outfit. So if I see a cardigan, I have to buy it, and they're starting to bring that out. So your girl went out and bought a couple of cardigans over the weekend. Not that I need any more, but So now within clothing, I'm gonna add $10. So we will just do a $10 bill. And I think I have some singles left. Oh yeah, I have singles. So I'm gonna add that to the mix. And once I add my $10, that will now put clothing at 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So I still have $80 within clothing. That's not too bad at all. After that, we have eating out. Eating out is going to get 20, so we will do a $20 bill, and I have a 20 left, so now that will give me a total of $40 for my eating out. All right, then I have miscellaneous, which again is just an extra cash divider for me, and I like to use it in case I have to deposit any cash into my checking account using the ATM. That's normally where I like to store it. So now that my dividers have been stuffed, we can go ahead and add them back into my wallet and put them right in the back like so. Next up, we have our singles, and this is probably the most singles I've had left over since starting this challenge. So let's go ahead and see what I was able to save. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that is $14 going into our dollar jar. So let me bring out our big lovely jar, and add our singles to it. All right, there we go. We are creeping up at the end of the year, and I'm very excited to see how much I was actually able to save. All right, so right after our dollar jar, you already know we have our coin jar. So this is my jar that I've been saving all year for my coins. And if we open this up, we will go ahead and add all of the coins that I saved for the past 2 weeks. All right, so there we go. We might actually be able to fill up this jar by the end of the year. I'm not the best with saving coins, but you know, I do what I can, and I'm still interested to see how much that will actually be. So now that we finished all of those, we can get started with my binder and stuffing my sinking funds. All right. So getting into my sinking funds, the first one that I have is apartment, but I am not adding any cash to that. So we will get started with annual payments. So annual payments, I said, was getting $20. So we will take out a $20 bill. And if we add 20, that will now put my total at 50, 70, 80, 90, 110. So $110 is now within annual payments. After that, we move on to my car maintenance envelope. Car maintenance is getting 40. So we will do 2 20s, giving me 40. And adding that to our envelope, that puts car maintenance at 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 20, 40, 60, 80, 920. So $920 is now within car maintenance. We are creeping up on $1,000, but I actually think I have to use this soon to fix the brakes on my car because they have been screeching and I feel like I should just repair it before it gets too bad. So after my car maintenance, I have Christmas. Christmas is going to be getting $40 as well. And I am so excited for the holiday season. I'm starting to see the decorations. I'm starting to see the movies that are coming out. And, you know, I'm not against it. I love me some Christmas. I love the music. I love the movies. So even though it's October, it's not too early for me. So I'm that type of person. But so far within my Christmas, I now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So $590 is now within my Christmas envelope. After Christmas, we are moving on to gifts. Gifts is going to be getting $20. So a $20 bill, and adding 20 will put my gifts at 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So that is $124 within my gifts. And I swear, October got here so fast. And now I gotta figure out what to get my best friend for a birthday gift. And I have no idea. So I should start working on that. After my gifts, up next it is medical. Medical is getting $10. So I will take a $10 bill and adding 10, that puts medical at 100, 200, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is $304 within my medical envelope. And as I told you guys, I did get the bill back for my first visit, and it actually came out to be $0. So it was included in my health plan, which I was very surprised with. So I didn't have to pay for that visit, but I am going back to do some tests, and I know for sure I will have to pay for that. So hopefully it will be under $300 because I've never done the test before. So I'm kind of nervous to see how much it will be. So after my medical, we are moving on to vacation, and vacation is getting 40. So we will do our 220s, and adding 40 to my vacation, we now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 900, 5. Wait, what? No. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 705. So that means I have $705 within my vacation. I don't know. I'm very surprised with that number. I didn't realize vacation was growing that much. I mean, I knew it was growing, but 705? Okay. I'm not mad at it. When I have somewhere to actually go, I will have the money, and I just can't wait to go on my first vacation. Well, my first vacation where I budgeted for it. I should rephrase that. So after vacation, I'm going to do my savings first. So my savings, I should be putting aside $100. So I will just do a $100 bill. And if we add that to my savings, let's see what we have. So I do have the $2,000 already set aside in the bank. So we have our placeholders. And then within actual cash, I have 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 400, 1, 2. So that is $402 within actual cash. So that means as a total within my savings, I have $2,402 set aside for my savings. Wow. That is mind-blowing and super exciting. So yeah, go us with the savings. So the last thing that I am going to stuff now will be my debt snowball. So from my full-time paycheck, I was putting aside $263. So that's 100, 200, 50, 60, and then these 3. So this should give us 263. 100, 200, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3. That's correct. And then within my side income, I was putting $90 towards my debt. So that's 50, 70, and 90. So yes, that works out. So if we add everything together, so far as a total within my debt snowball for the month, I am starting off with 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53. So that is $353 that I already have set aside for a debt snowball payment for the month. And if you missed it, my last video that I did upload was explaining the debt snowball for any beginners. I have gotten questions on what the debt snowball is for people who are just coming to my channel for the first time. So if you are a beginner and you would like to learn more about the debt snowball, be sure to check out that video, and hopefully that will offer a little bit more clarity on how that process is. But as we can see, I have put all of the money away. That seemed like so much that had to be done, but I'm so relieved and satisfied now that everything is where it needs to be, because my mind was just all over the place because the money was not where it needed to be. But that is that, you guys, for stuffing the paychecks. All right, everyone, so that is how I'm going to wrap up the first cash envelope stuffing for the month of September. It was a lot, you all. I know, hopefully this video wasn't too long, but hopefully it will make up for the fact that I was gone for like a week and a half. So I'm very happy to be back. As I said, I will be trying to get back on my regularly scheduled program, but honestly, you guys, until I am officially moved and into my apartment, the videos may be a little sporadic, but I'm gonna try to remain as consistent. But just know I'm not going anywhere. I am still here. So if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up and share it with anybody that you think would benefit from it. If you made it all the way to the end of the video and you are enjoying the content, enjoying what this channel is all about, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family. We would love to have you. And as of today, guys, that's all I have. I'm going to end this video and I will see you all next time in my next one. Bye, guys.